So it's a final time for focus and for as good as it gets. Italian clubs have 12 wins, French clubs only. So the players walking past the biggest and most prestigious trophy in club football, one held aloft by all of the great. Champions League goals. Marquinhos, the only remaining starter at Barcelona. There's more experience in this Inter team than there is for PSG, but will that be decisive? Benjamin Pavard is back in the team after a month out. Both teams have found final for Inter and a second for PSG. And it's a wonderful stadium for the final, one of the best in the whole of Europe, and it's a picture here tonight. So the 2025 champion pitch, and Doué almost able to squeeze that one through to Fabian Ruiz. Here he is on the ball again, and Dembele's gone running ahead of him. And that's defended in there by Mkhitaryan, but the whistle is blown and the free kick given to Inter Milan. Just a little bit. He's got a big role to play in this midfield three of Inter. The midfield battle tonight, absolutely vital. The two keepers have both been excellent as well. Sommer, particularly in the semi-final again. Here's Fabian Ruiz. That's not a bad ball either. It's going to work its way here to Vitinha, who chips another one in towards the far side, and Marquinhos is in the middle of all of that, with that bright fluorescence based on average age in the knockout stage of the competition. And when you look at this PSG team, there's only Marquinhos in the group who's past the age of 30. And they've started the better here. Paris, a dazzling team to watch this season, PSG, since they really clicked into gear from 2-0 down against Manchester City. Hakimi, well forward as he likes to do, but the cross defended in there by Di Marco. There's the first shot tonight, which comes in from Doué, who just switched from the right to the left. Chelsea in 2012, so you wonder. Dembele, shooting chance Dembele. He finds the gloves of Sommer. Statistically, Ali, he's had a great season, but in the last 6 weeks... Here's the elegant Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha, it's a lovely ball through Doué, flag stays down, it's taken by Hakimi. And based on the fact he was once an Inter Milan player, there's barely a celebration from the right back of Paris Saint-Germain. But it's the French champions who strike first in Munich in the Champions League final. And Hakimi, who's been one of their best players this season, he might be the best right back on the planet, fires them in front inside 12 minutes.
Well, there's nothing worse than somebody saying I told you so, but just mention his goal in the cup final. We've seen his goals in the Champions League. Wouldn't it be interesting to see it again? I think it's Di Marco that plays him onside. Di Marco's too deep, he's far too deep.
And it's the team that conceded the first goal, came back to win the final. It was the year Real Madrid came back to beat Atletico Madrid in Lisbon. I mean, we talk about Hakimi and Mendes, but Dumfries has been as good as them.
We're talking about the importance of full-backs now getting forward. It's amazing.
Challenge made there by Hakimi after a little cheeky nutmeg from Basta. That's intense, this press from PSG. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia cutting it. And he's usually so much better in waters. I mean, Dembele was stood there like a sprinter on the blocks, wasn't he? Ready to
really was.
Problem over there for Nuno Mendes, who's got a bang on the head. Heading the ball away. And Barella couldn't get inside the corner, and now Kvaratskhelia can come running away. Ousmane Dembele. Doué's up there, so is Fabian Ruiz and João Neves. It's Doué to hit one, and it's in! And that's how quick it can happen against this Paris Saint-Germain team. And poor old Di Marco was in the wrong place at the wrong time again. And PSG lead 2-0 after 20 minutes, and they're in complete control of this Champions League final.
I'm going to tell you who makes it. It's Rio's man at the back, Pacho. He refuses to give up on that ball, getting out for a corner, keeps it in play. All of a sudden they've got a break down the left-hand side. You and I are pointing to Dewey, because we see him going in the right. It's just a matter of getting the ball to him. Yeah.
So the corner taken by Çalhanoğlu and headed over the top of the bar by Cherby.
That's a chance. He gets up well. Good delivery in. Nothing funny about it, just plays it into the box. He gets up really, really well. Probably should have.
On it goes by Nuno Mendes. Benjamin Pavard had a run down that side. The last team to recover, Hakimi up against Di Marco. There's Fabian Ruiz with a shot. Seen Mkhitaryan at all. Dumfries with a cross. Martinez thought about the bicycle kick. He's out there to take this corner. Movement in the centre from Marquinhos, who was trying to get there. Lifted in then by Hakimi. Developing or happening that gives you belief that they can turn it.
I don't think they're defending well enough. I don't think they're getting the ball forward into wider areas. The two, as I say, two centre forwards look isolated at this moment in time.
Çalhanoğlu with the cross, and Thuram was coming in, and there's Pacho again, just emphasising the point that Rio's made about the three having played in the Champions League until this season. Here goes the inter corner towards Thuram. Has to score that, doesn't he?
There's a mismatch at the back post, I can tell you that. It was a Manix Sports that's on him. That is a mismatch. It is.
39 games this season, Donnarumma. He's only kept 10 clean sheets, and here's Thuram with a little flick. Might well have needed to be a fraction more patient, Paris Saint-Germain, just when you felt the Italians might be warming up a little bit. Here's Doué. And he goes towards Dembele coming in. Well, I think he comes on the ball. And he's got runners up there with him, Fabian Ruiz. But what about that for skill? Doué looking to shoot. My word.
That was a mother of all step-overs.
Wow, you'll have to pay to get back in, as they say, the old ones.
Oh.
But again, that starts Pacho.
Kvaratskhelia. His turn to tease and torment, twist and shoot. And that's just wide. He's been relatively quiet first half, but we saw the best of him there. Headed on by Kvaratskhelia and headed over the top of the bar by the Georgian.
What a chance that is.
Achraf Hakimi after 12 minutes, and then Desiree Doué 8 minutes later, scoring his 14th goal of a fantastic season after 20 minutes. And right now...
All right, guys, still so much time to be played in this final in the Champions League. PSG ahead 2-0.
Younger group, this very together group, this hard-working group.
For each other, and yes, added to the exceptional talent that they've got, anything can happen.
So the second half of the brilliant flick there from Dembele. And he goes now to Kvaratskhelia, bearing down on goal. Kvaratskhelia, and he just saw a fraction there. A little gap where he could let that left footer go, and it was just off target, but it was there, the gap.
Oh, absolutely, Museum was so good.
Saint-Germain. Here's Nicolo Barella. Now the French international Marcus Thuram. That's excellent defending again by Pacho at the outset. Then he's fouled Thuram. I wonder whether we might see the first caution tonight. We're certainly going to see a free kick here for it. Barella. William Pacho has caught and stayed down, but the game continues here with Kvaratskhelia in possession. Fabian Ruiz, Cherby. There's Kvaratskhelia. Didn't quite get the contact on it.
Dembele. We've always spoke about his Dembele's goals. Ability on the ball.
This is where he likes to be, and he spotted the opportunity to try and curl one. Ousmane Dembele.
Just to go back to me, the intent.
Donnarumma came for that, didn't really get there. And we'll get another one here into Milan, and Cherby was the player attacking it. If there is an Achilles heel with Donnarumma, it's when crosses go into his box. Goes from Çalhanoğlu, and he's come and flapped it back. There's going to be a chance here for Barella to strike one. Now Zalewski, the substitute's coming in, and he's going to try the shot, and they've got a block in there, and then a little follow through.
Dumfries with the ball at the back. back post.
Well, he's going to get booked straight away.
I must say, that was excellent from young João Neves, 20 years old, stuck to his task there. They looked like they were...
Well, the referee's going to come and down, look. From the Europa and Conference Leagues. What about that on that side? Rio nearly dropped the ball.
It was unbelievable.
Here's Dembele coming forward. Hakimi's carried on running and he's got there first and crossed it through. Kvaratskhelia was calling for it, but the eye-catching stuff was earlier in the move.
They're demanding a replay right now. We need it.
Oh, the good news is we're going to get another look at this. There you are.
Lovely flick from Dembele. Brilliant football again from PSG. On it goes in now to Doué. Doué's in! That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it's capped off by this wonderfully talented young player. But the football from Paris Saint-Germain sublime. They're 3 up in the Champions League final. And they're going to make history tonight. They're going to win the Champions League.
I'll tell you what it's been a mismatch. It really has. This just sums it up. Everything about this is beautiful. The weight of the pass.
Astonishing. There's the yellow card for taking the shirt off, but there's Lautaro Martinez. And coming on to that was...
This team have been nothing short of magnificent. The minute they went 2 down and Erling Haaland scored for Manchester City, ever since that minute, this PSG team have been simply magnificent.
There's a booking for Thuram. Kept alive here by Fabian Ruiz. They want more, Paris Saint-Germain. Here's the chance off. Smashed over the top by Barcola. Scored 21 times in all competitions this season, and I thought he was about to make it 22. Difference, isn't it? The fact they lose the ball and they get it straight back, and now they come once more. And Dembele's got Kvaratskhelia in, and he's bearing down on goal, and it's 4-0. Parisian celebrations are well and truly underway, and for the first time in a Champions League final, a player from Georgia scores a goal. The smile on Enrique's face says it all, and Paris Saint-Germain are romping to a Champions League win in Munich.
They've gone. They've just gone. Inter Milan have gone. Take nothing away from PSG, because
it's built for the future, and it's a magnificent football team. It's been a joy to watch. Nicolo Barella. Still going here, Nicolo Barella. Here's the opportunity. A Donnarumma is needed here, and he makes the save, which denies Marcus Thuram. And that's the first time that Paris Saint-Germain have needed their goals.
When you've got these type of weapons on the other side of that, wow.
Their passing tonight has been outstanding. Their movement off the ball. Kvaratskhelia given away by Dembele. Now here's Zalewski. We may as well have a shot. Straight at Donnarumma.
He wants a clean sheet.
There's Bradley Barcola. Off he goes, Barcola. So athletic. Charging forward, but oh, what a drag back. Is it? Oh, no! Right at the end, he let himself down. That was going to be one of the great Champions League goals.
I'll tell you what, Ali.
There's Bradley Barcola. Dembele's on his way in. Barcola shoots right across goal, and Dembele says, "Why didn't you pass it to me?" Or Zaire Emery leading the charge. Here's Barcola has come out to the left, which is his more natural position. Mayulu. Barcola gives it back to him, and he's it's in. It's number 5, and he can't believe it. Look at him, Seni Mayulu, 18 years of age, and he can't believe he scored in a Champions League final, and he's being mobbed by everybody from the Paris Saint-Germain bench. He's an academy boy, born and raised at PSG, and he's just scored the 5th goal in the Champions League final, and his reaction was priceless.
His reaction was worth the admission fee, wasn't it? I can't remember seeing unbridled joy like that in my life.
The full-time whistle. It's history for Paris Saint-Germain. Finally they reach the end of the yellow brick road. Finally they can call themselves European champions. And finally, they will get to hold the trophy that's become their holy grail. And they've...
A game, yes, we've never seen one of this margin, but also of the dominance that we've seen.
Snake's ready. And he raises the trophy high. Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League in 2025. French football and PSG on top of the world.